Good morning, Titans.
Today we have all your Wednesday news, including
a story about a student and his furry friend on campus,
a look at last week's dance battle,
and Antonio Leverman talks to you about two sports making their way to playoffs.
All this and more
Coming up next on your Channel 5
Titan TV News.
Good morning, Titans. Today is Wednesday, November 2nd. I'm Crystal Campos.
And I'm Matt Howe. Hope you all had a very good Halloween.
How'd your trick-or-treating go?
It went awesome. I'm going to be eating candy for the next year.
That's really gross.
Oh, come on, it's just candy.
You can't just eat only candy for a whole year. It's going to get bad.
Oh, yeah? Wash me.
It's still gross. Can we start with the show now?
Go right ahead.
Attention all students. The PE locker room steps are now off limits during lunch. However, the steps from the third row down are still open to students. Assistant Principal Jennifer Layton tells us why the school made this new rule.
We're not allowing students to eat up there anymore is that, number one, it's a distraction to the PE classes going in and out. But number two, we aren't able to supervise very easily all the way up there. We don't know exactly what's going on, and we've had some unfortunate incidences of trash and flying objects. So we had to move everybody down where we can.
Some of the dance students gathered in the small gym on Thursday and had a spur-of-the-moment dance battle showing off their skills. Reporter Jessica Lopez captured this footage.
Crew against crew, against break dance and urban dance. So right now there is no dislike or beef between both clubs. There is none of that. There's a lot of people around saying that we are, but nah, we love each other. We're like brothers. We're all under one family.
Support each other.
Mother dance, you know. So my club, I'm the president of Breakdance Club. My name is Xavier. I'm basically the leader of the club. I am gonna make this. I'm gonna make this club to the next level. I'm not only gonna represent real hip hop, but I'm gonna take this club so that way we're gonna grab it, and then by the end of the year we're gonna go out with a bang.
Even if you don't know how to dance, or if you're not that good, but you want to learn, it's basically a learning experience. So just come on out, don't be afraid, don't be shy, because that won't get you anywhere. But I'm Jed Pruitt, and I'm like the president of the Urban Club, and in there we basically teach all the dances that are like yours originate from the streets?
Ours originated from the streets of Brooklyn, and when hip-hop was going around, so we represent real hip-hop.
And our dance originated from a lot of kids that wanted to get from doing bad things and spend their time doing something that's productive, so they started crumping or turfing or popping, all the other things that we have. And it's all positive atmosphere, and none of it's negative, and it's all support. You will not be judged, you will not be anything.
Every Tuesday in the small gym, come on out. Even if you don't know how to break dance, we'll do class, we'll do anything, bro. So come on.
Urban's every Thursday right after school.
Although most people don't know him, many have seen junior Tyler Emmerich on campus. People may recognize him by his brown hair, medium height, and his companion, of course, Newhart. But why does Emmerich have his companion with him on campus? Reporter Haley Donahue found out and filed this story.
Just like every other teenager, junior Tyler Emmerich is getting ready for his day. As he's going down his checklist, he remembers his backpack, car keys, and lunch money. But unlike the other kids, Emmerich gets to bring his dog Newhart along as well.
Everybody just stares at him and is always wondering, why does that kid have the dog? And it looks like there's nothing wrong with him, so why does he have a dog? And there's always people asking me questions about him and wondering what it's for, and I'll answer them or just let them know what it's for and tell them, it's for diabetes, and he helps me with my low blood sugar.
Most people don't know why Emmerich has been given the chance to bring Newhart to school with him. Well, when he was 10 years old, he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, meaning he has to be constantly alert of what his blood sugar is. That's where Newhart comes in.
Well, when I first got diagnosed, I didn't really know what was going on. I had heard of diabetes, but I didn't know what it meant. I was like everybody else and just thought it's, something that people that were really overweight got, even though there's two different kinds. And I was just really scared and I didn't know what was going on, and my mom was just sitting there crying, and they took me to the hospital and kind of explained everything that was going on.
Ever since Emmerich received Newhart, they have been an indestructible team. Newhart has been trained by the organization Dogs for Diabetics, or D4D, to be able to catch Emmerich every time his blood sugar drops.
D4D is a nonprofit organization that supplies medical alert dogs to diabetics. And we set train the dogs much the same way that a bomb dog or a drug dog is trained. And we teach the dogs using sweat samples from diabetics. And what happens in a diabetic chemically is as their blood sugar is dropping, their liver secretes an enzyme. And that enzyme the dog can smell through the individual's sweat or through the breath. And we train the dogs once they smell that chemical change to alert the person.
According to Emmerich's friends, being diagnosed with this disease has only made their friendship stronger. To the people that don't know him, he's just a lucky kid that gets to bring his dog to school. But to his friends, he's the same old Tyler that they have known for years, even before the disease was discovered. Some, such as junior Kyle Ryan, have been there for the past 9 years.
It's kind of made him a stronger person, I think, just because he's had to deal with something that's put him in the hospital, and it's put a lot of stress on his family. His parents before were kind of paranoid, but now they're really stressed out, and they always want to know how he's doing, what his blood sugar's at. And so I feel like it'll affect him for the rest of his life, but it's not going to be a huge thing. It's not like he's going to die from it.
In spite of Tyler's disease, he still lives like a normal teenager. He challenges himself with AP classes and finds time for his girlfriend and friends, and even has a job as a tech assistant here at school.
Kind of been interested in, and it's a great way to make extra money, and it's what I want to do in the future, so it's giving me a good job experience for later, and it's nice to have a little extra money every once in a while.
Tyler's disease is something that's going to affect him for the rest of his life, but it's now a part of who he is. I'm Haley Donahue signing off for your Channel 5 Titan TV News.
It's been a crazy week in sports, with the boys varsity soccer going to playoffs tonight and the varsity boys water polo tiebreaker to make it to the playoffs last night. The Titans sports world is full of new news. Here to cover all the sports news, Antonio Levermont on this week's Sports Corner.
Good morning, Titans. How you doing? It's Antonio Levermont with your weekly sports update. I have some good news for you this morning. The varsity boys water polo team won its game against Mira Loma last night with a score of 13-8, leading our Titans to sectionals. Congratulations to all of the varsity water polo team members. Big scores last night were Jacob Danick, Garrett Hildinger, Sean Gardner, and Brenton Sayers. Make sure to go out and support our Titans at their sectional game this upcoming Monday. Here's an interview of varsity player Garrett Hildinger.
Playoffs is definitely a big time milestone, especially since we're seniors and we want to go out with a bang for our last year. Preparing is it's going to be kind of just the same stuff, but we're going to be focusing more on passing and making sure we really got our fundamentals down, because we really just want to show that we're a team that, you know, can go to sections and actually hold their own against good.
Now, the varsity boys soccer team battles Rodriguez in Sac Joaquin Section Division playoff game tonight at 6:30. Go support our Titans in this very prestigious matchup. Here are some of the varsity soccer team players talking about their preparations for this game.
Doing a lot of strategic stuff for offense and defense for the teams that we're going to have to face against, and we've been working really hard during practice to get ready for all the games we might play.
Yeah, we're just trying to match up as best as we can against our opponents.
I feel great, Coach. Shout out.
Titans, that's all I have for you today. Good luck to varsity boys soccer tonight, and congratulations to varsity boys water polo. I hope to see you next week. Bye, and have a great week.
Here with this week's weather update from the Weather Channel is Keone Hunt.
Hi Titans, I'm your new weather girl, Keone Hunt. It's going to start getting a little cold outside, so it's time to put away your shorts. Today it's going to be a high of 74 and a low of 46. On Thursday it should be a high of 62 and a low of 40. On Friday it's going to be a little cold at the game. It's going to be a high of 57 and a low of 36. This Saturday, it's going to be very cloudy outside with a high of 56 and a low of 38. On Sunday, it's going to rain, so it's going to be a high of 55 and a low of 35. Well, thank you for tuning in, Titans. Now back to Matt and Crystal.
Freshman Colin Walters got to show off his pumpkin carving skills this Monday for Halloween. Anthony Parenti talked to Walters about this year's pumpkin carving.
I'm Walter, and I decided to make a pumpkin to represent Antelope High School. I carved the Titans emblem into my pumpkin for Halloween. It took about an hour of planning and then about 2 hours of carving, and it was kind of hard, but I got it, and I look forward to making a better one next year.
Well, Titans, that's all we have for you today.
Make sure you stay tuned for the credits,
where we will take a ghastly look at Halloween costumes.
And make sure you stay tuned for Friday's show,
a preview for the varsity's football team's final game of the regular season,
and your ASB Minute.
We'll see you next week, Titans.
Have a great week.